How's it going, guys, and welcome back. In this video, we're going to be checking out the solutions to all of the puzzles and locks in the second act of Layers of Fear 2. The first puzzle we're going to encounter in the second act is going to be another projector puzzle similar to the one we found in Act 1. However, this one is a little bit more complex. To begin with, we need to do pretty much the same thing. We need to interact with the projector and manually drag it to the left or right to change what frame we want to be looking at through the projector. The first frame we need to look for is the one with the door frame itself on it. Once we've found the image with the door frame on it, we want to let go, wait for a few seconds for the door frame to materialize, and then we want to continue dragging the projector until we find the door. Again, repeat the same step of letting go and waiting for the door to materialize as well. By the same method, we also need to stop on the frame that contains a load of keys. This one will materialize the key we need to open the door on the table just to the left of the door itself. And then finally, we need to find the frame that has a load of door handles. Again, once we've found it, let go, wait a few seconds, the door handle will materialize onto the door. Grab the key off the table on the left, and then use this key to obviously open the door. The second puzzle we're going to encounter is going to be a lockpad. Now, opening this door is actually completely optional, and the only reason to do so is to find one of the posters, which are some of the hidden collectibles in this game. First of all, where is this door located? The best landmark to look out for would be when we get to this room with a mannequin on a bed next to a TV. We exit out this room and continue through another hallway, and here on the right hand side we'll notice there's going to be a lockpad. So to find the combination to this lockpad, we want to continue to the end of this hallway and take the final door on the left. Once we're inside, make sure to close the door behind us. This will turn on the light, allowing us to flip over the blackboard, revealing the combination we need to open the lockpad. It's also important to note that these numbers are also randomly generated upon playthrough. Therefore, the combination shown on this blackboard for you guys will be completely different than the one here on the gameplay. So go back and introduce that combination into the lockpad and continue through to the end to find the hidden poster. The next puzzle consists of spinning gears around, which looks kind of intimidating, but it's actually very simple. The way this puzzle works is on the right hand side we notice we have two buttons. One of these will make the gears spin clockwise, and the other one will make the gears spin counterclockwise. There's a total of 3 different gears, and to select which of the gears we want to spin, we're going to use the crank on the left hand side. So depending on the rotation of the handle on the left, it will decide which one of the 3 gears we're going to be spinning around. So like I said before, this is actually really simple and straightforward. Simply play around with it until you line them up, as you can see here in the gameplay in the background, and that will put an end to this puzzle. Very shortly after the previous puzzle, we'll encounter the clock puzzle. Now, the way this one works is if we look to the left of the clock itself, we'll see 2 numbers, one on the left and one on the right. The number on the right is the objective number we need to get to, and the number on the left is the current value we are at. So for example, the number we need to get to at the moment is 8. And to get to that number, we're allowed to add up as many numbers of the clock as we like. The first one is 8, so we can get to 8 by just simply adding on 8. Pretty straightforward. So spin the clock hand all the way around until the 8 and then let go, and this will add 8 onto our current counter, giving us the target number we needed to reach. So now the target number we need to reach will increase, and it says we have 12 on the current value. So we need to get from our current target value up until the target indicated. And now unfortunately there's not one number big enough on the clock to make it all the way to that number. So we need to add a few together. So the highest number we can possibly get to is going to be 10. So let's drag the clock hand all the way around to 10. Remember, we can only spin this clockwise and not counterclockwise. Once we get to the 10, let go, and we'll notice that 10 has been added onto our current value, getting closer to the value we need to reach. But we're still a fair way off, so we need to keep on adding. Now, we can't add the same number more than once, so we're going to go for the next biggest number, which is going to be 9. And that's really all there is to this. Simply continue the steps until you get to 70 one more time by adding the numbers together. Make sure you don't accidentally go overboard and go over 70, so pay a little bit of attention. But you really don't need any math skills really whatsoever to get this puzzle done. And then finally, right near the end of this level, I don't know if we should really call this final one an actual puzzle, but I'm sure if I don't include it, someone will definitely leave it in the comments down below saying I forgot it or I missed this one out. So let's make sure we add it in there. It's in one of the rooms, like I said before. Right next to the end, there will be a locked door. And to the left, we can see a curtain. Once we open up this curtain, it will reveal a bathtub. We're going to unplug this cable from its socket and drag it across into the bathtub, letting it fall into the water. This will open up the doorway, allowing us to proceed through to the end of the act. So I hope you did find this video helpful, guys. If you did, don't forget that thumbs up button, subscribe for more content coming very soon, and we'll see you next time.